The mood was solemn the next morning in the council hall. Mulan had been one of the first to arrive, and not one of the counselors greeted her when they took their places. "Let us begin with a report of the Hongjing mission," said the emperor. "Chifu, if you wouldn't mind." Chifu rose. He wore his typical self-important smirk, and Mulan wished she could hide under the table, but she straightened in her chair. If she was about to be lectured, then dismissed, she would endure the words with dignity. "Fa Mulan has surprised me," Chifu read aloud from his records. "One would think that the hero of China, a soldier molded by General Li himself, would know how to follow orders. But she never even made it to the city. Instead, she spent 2 days in some unnamed village building fires and steaming bread with children." The advisors murmured their disapproval, but Chifu wasn't finished. "I went to complete the mission myself. When I arrived in Hongjing, the silkworms were safely waiting for me. Every single one was accounted for, and the imperial weavers in Hongjing had done an admirable job protecting them from the storm. When I returned to the village to show Mulan and General Li the silkworms I had rescued, I had expected them to recognize the error of their ways. But instead, they had built a camp for the refugee villagers on a hill and completely ignored the imperial mission to rescue the national treasure. I was so distressed to see this that I intended to leave the camp at once and return to China's treasure to His Majesty." He cleared his throat. "But then I fell into the flood. I was certain that I was about to find myself in heaven." His voice softened. "Mulan risked her life to save me, and it is thanks to her and General Li Shang that the silkworms are also safe." Mulan looked up, surprised by the sudden shift in Chifu's tone. "I hereby record that Fa Mulan has proven herself a valuable asset to this council and should be instated as a full member." Mulan blinked, hardly able to believe it, but the words had come straight out of Chifu's mouth, and he had meant them. He was even smiling at her. She didn't think she had ever seen him smile, not without something up his sleeve, anyway. "Congratulations, Mulan," Chifu said. "Maybe a woman should serve on the council after all." She bowed her head. Then she turned to the emperor. "Your Majesty, that's actually related to something I'd like to discuss during the next meeting." "You could discuss it with me at dinner," announced the emperor. "It's time we held a banquet in your honor, after all you've done for China." He tilted his head, humor shimmering in his kind eyes. "I hear there's someone you may wish to bring as a guest?" Mulan's smile widened, and she bowed deeply. She knew exactly whom she'd invite. And that's the end of a first mission. Join us next time on another Read Aloud of a Twisted Tale anthology. See you real soon. And Happy New Year! Bye!